Here's a hot little number from Acura, the new ILX. New in the sense that it's recently been heavily updated, revised, restyled, and repowered. Particularly if you're shopping for your first luxury sports sedan and don't want to spend a small fortune on the car and another small fortune to add the features you like, this one makes a heap of sense. Starting price is under $30, and that's loaded with the must-haves. You're looking at the top line A-SPEC though. This one's got added featured content inside and some cosmetic upgrades outside to help set it apart as the top dog in the ILX family. Don't miss the metal pedals and body kit, including these side skirts and these great looking wheels, all applied to give this sensible sports sedan a bit of custom performance flair. The new Acura DNA is fully applied too. Don't miss the signature jewel-eye headlamps up front, the new grille between them, and the lack of visible tailpipes, nodding to Acura's promise of green performance. And on board, that Acura DNA is alive and well. The interior will make Acura fans feel right at home with familiar elements. It's swoopy and sculpted in high tech, with a look that suggests a dual cockpit up front and these dual screens to navigate your way through the media and navigation and communication systems and everything else. There's also plenty of high tech, including this Acura Link interface.
Contacting Acura Link Information Services,
which can make calls, read text messages out loud, and hook you up with data-enabled services or to play back your media from the cloud. This system does plenty of the latest and greatest connected car tricks. And thanks to a new suite of safety tech, the ILX packs plenty of the latest and greatest hazard detection safety systems too, including blind spot monitoring, an alert if you drift out of your lane, a warning if you're at risk of rear-ending someone, and it can even, in some cases, steer back into its own lane or apply its own brakes to prevent certain types of accidents. Slick stuff. In typical Acura fashion, there's plenty of room on board for those little items you'd like to keep nearby, proper cup holders, and plenty of recharging points and covered storage. Rear seats should prove comfy for those of small to average size once settled in, though headroom is limited and the short door openings mean you'll have to duck down far when getting in and out. The ride is sporty first, luxury second. ILX keeps its body tautly sprung closely to its big wheels here, and it rides with an athletic stiffness that's got a little softness dialed in around the edges. So if you like a car calibrated for direct and precise responses to your inputs, and one that backs you up for high-speed browsing of your favorite back road, but without ruining ride quality on a long highway trip or around town, you'll probably find this setup to be just right. Notably, the brakes are also just right, not overly sensitive or super sporty, but they do engage hard and fast from even a light touch on the pedal. This adds confidence and gets the ILX stationary in a hurry when needed. Power is generated the way Acura knows best, with a free-breathing, smooth and snarly 4-cylinder, with VTEC making 201 horsepower sent to the front wheels by a new Acura-built 8-speed dual-clutch paddle-shift transmission. There's no manual available, which makes me sad, though this gearbox gives you more power to the wheels, faster acceleration, millisecond gear shifts, and better mileage. So all said, here's an entry luxury sports sedan model with plenty of equipment, tech, good looks, premium features, and a ride and handling equation that feels nicely dialed in. There's also that sensible stuff that comes with owning an Acura, a reputation for safety, reliability, and high resale values and the like.
And all of that stuff makes the ILX a pretty compelling package for the shopper. For me though, on a bit more of a personal level, I think the best thing about this vehicle is the powertrain. Here's why. If you grew up having one or more sort of import tuner compact cars, you've probably become a fan of a hard-working little 4-cylinder engine, and that is just what you'll find here. And unlike virtually all of this car's competition who have gone to turbocharging, the ILX does it old school. It runs an all-motor 2.4-liter hard-working high-revving VTEC unit that, as VTEC engines tend to do, works best when it's spinning fast to wring out every drop of power, which it just loves to do. To me, there's just something purely entertaining about this type of engine, and when you're using the shift paddle to take full control over the experience with lightning-fast shifts from this new gearbox, well, it's all smiles.
It shifts fast, and it's smooth, and there's no interruption in power when it changes up. And drive gentle, and it feels like a regular automatic and operates smoothly. This is one technology Acura has done really well here. Another is the LED headlamps. These are becoming more common these days, and I find they're a little hit and miss depending on the car, but the ILX nails it with LED low and high beams reaching far and wide with powerful, bright, and plentiful light after dark. Complaints? Well, the big one is noise levels. You would expect a luxury sedan to be much quieter than this ILX, which provides a curiously large amount of wind and road noise at speed. Also, the adjustments to throttle and braking from the radar cruise control can feel a bit clumsy and abrupt. No complaints about the mileage though. Direct injection, VTEC, and that dual clutch transmission all boost performance and mileage simultaneously. And on my watch, this sporty little number averaged about 8 liters per 100 clicks, over 1,500 clicks, which is pretty darn good. So let's sum up this high-revving, high-tech, high-value, and highly sensible premium sports sedan. You'll like the entertaining and efficient engine, the lightning-fast gearbox, the high-tech must-have features, and the overall bang for the buck and sensibility. The headlights are fantastic too. You may wish for a quieter ride, some more rear seat headroom, and a manual transmission option, which sadly you won't find here. But you probably won't wish for more value. Even in its top-line trim, this fully loaded ILX A-SPEC comes in around $35,000, which is at or below the base price of the comparable BMW or Mercedes. You can bet that's on purpose, intended to make this machine more competitive and more relevant. In all, ILX ticks all the right boxes as a good all-around deal, especially where value, mileage, brand confidence, and a great little powertrain are priorities. Thanks for watching.